It's an odd concept, praying, for me. I can't work out how God decides. All those people praying at once for different things. Is it like best idea wins? Or is it a democracy? Like he puts things at each issue, he goes, right, votes for and against, you know. If it's a democracy, we're in trouble. We're a tiny nation. Like, next time there's a flood warning in the West Country, if we're all going, oh, I hope everyone's okay. If the whole of China is going, yeah, fuck Bristol. There's 1 billion of them. Yeah, I've always found praying quite strange. Like, if I bump into a friend or neighbour and I know they've got a little kid and I go, oh, how's so-and-so? And they go, oh, not good. He's in intensive care. We don't know if he's going to pull through, but I pray every night. What I do, as an experiment, I go home and I pray twice that he doesn't make it. I don't do that.
When you listen to Ricky Gervais talk about religion, you don't hear anger. You hear reason. You hear someone who's questioned what most people are told never to question. And if you're paying attention, you'll realise he's not trying to offend you. He's trying to make you think.
They went, well, what? He went, your AIDS. They went, what's that? It's like the worst disease ever. And they went, oh, brilliant. And he went, Netflix have already bought this, fuck them, right? Your AIDS, well, right, what do we do? Right, I want you to kill homosexuals. Why? Because I don't like watching them. Don't watch them then. I've got no choice. I'm omnipresent, so I'm watching 50 million people bumming right now. So, you know, right, then what do we do? Right, I'm going to put you down on Earth. Where? Africa. Why Africa? They're dying anyway. That's not me saying that, is it? That's God. That's God saying that.
You grew up in a world where belief in God might have been taken for granted. Church on Sundays, prayers at dinner, maybe even fear of hell if you stepped out of line. Gervais was raised the same way, in a working-class Christian family in Reading, England. But something shifted when he was just 8 years old. He asked his mum about God, and when she couldn't answer his questions, he realised something. Belief without evidence wasn't enough for him.
I know that you're an atheist, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. People have been debating. That's the devil waiting for you in hell, by the way. Would you want to debate the existence of God? Okay. Yeah. So, Ricky Gervais, why is there something instead of nothing?
That makes no sense at all.
You have to answer my question.
That's not the two choices.
No, but the choices I'm giving you, I'm the host.
Well, I don't...
You want to concede the debate? Why is there something instead of nothing?
Hold on.
Yes?
What do you mean, out of nothing? What do you...
Why is there something instead of why is there nothing? Why does the universe exist at all? Why is there something? But
surely the bigger question is not why, but how. Well, why is irrelevant?
Okay, fine. How is there something? Because you think of God as the prime mover. How is there anything instead of nothing?
I don't. This is a ridiculous...
Is there a prime mover? Is there a demiurge that started everything?
Well, outside science and nature, I don't believe so. Because the interesting thing is, this is the thing, right? So, I'm an agnostic atheist, technically. Agnostics means no one knows whether there's a God. So everyone's technically agnostic. We don't know.
That's true.
So
that's true.
An agnostic atheist is someone who doesn't know there's a God or not, as no one does.
So you're not convicted of your atheism?
Well, I am.
Sure.
No, I am, because atheism is only rejecting the claim that there is a God. Atheism isn't a belief system. Mm-hmm. So this is atheism in a nutshell. You say there's a God. I say, can you prove that? You say no. I say I don't believe you then.
If you've ever wondered how someone could be so confident in rejecting religion, Gervais gives you a framework. He doesn't just say, I don't believe in God, he breaks it down with logic. He often reminds you that there are over 3,000 gods humanity has believed in, and most religious people reject 2,999 of them. He just goes one God further.
So, you believe in one God, I assume?
In three persons, but go ahead.
Okay, so you believe... Okay. Mm-hmm. So... But there are about 3,000 to choose from that have been, you know, people who believe in...
I've done some reading, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So basically, you believe in... You deny one less God than I do. You don't believe in 2,999 gods, and I don't believe in just one more.
Right. Do you ever have a feeling of great gratitude for existence?
Of course.
Do you ever have?
I know the chances are billions to one that I am on this planet as me and never will be again.
And I know I can't convince you that there is a God, nor do I really want to convince you there's a God, but
No.
I can only explain my experience, which is that I have a strong desire to direct that gratitude toward something or someone.
Of course.
And that thing is God.
We're mortal. We want to make sense of nature and science, and it's too unfathomable that everything in the universe was once crunched into something smaller than an atom.
But you don't know that.
Well.
You're just believing Stephen Hawking, and that's a matter of faith in his abilities.
Yes.
You don't know it yourself. You're accepting that because someone told you.
Yeah, well, but science is constantly proved all the time. You see, if we take something like any fiction, in any holy book, in any other fiction, and destroyed it, okay, in 1,000 years' time, that wouldn't come back just as it was. Whereas if we took every science book, right, and every fact, and destroyed them all, in 1,000 years, they'd all be back, because all the same tests would be the same result.
That's good. That's really good.
So
That's really good.
I don't need faith in science. I don't need faith to know that probably if I jump out of a window, every other time someone jumps out, they smash to the ground because of this thing called gravity.
Gervais doesn't hate religious people. In fact, he often says he respects everyone's right to believe what they want, as long as it doesn't hurt others. What he pushes back against is dogma, indoctrination, and the silencing of questions. He wants you to ask why you believe what you believe. Is it because you've examined the evidence, or because someone told you it's true?
If there were three doors, which says God exists, God doesn't exist, I don't know.
That doesn't make sense.
There's three doors. It says God exists, but doesn't exist, I don't know.
But you not knowing is irrelevant to where there is or isn't a God. You've done a sleight of hand there on a category mistake, because one is knowledge and two are beliefs, right?
I haven't even finished my question.
No, what? No, there's always... I'm saying three is always there. If you had to choose one...
Yeah.
I believe there's a God. I don't believe there's a God. I don't know is irrelevant then, isn't it?
In his stand-up, his interviews, and even his tweets, Gervais approaches religion with a mix of humour and honesty. He challenges you to look at the world through a scientific lens. He believes that truth doesn't need protecting. It can stand up to scrutiny. And if a belief collapses under questioning, maybe it wasn't worth holding on to in the first place.
Well, one, it doesn't exist. There's no evidence. It's a thing that people do to make kids behave, which is a good thing. We want kids to behave. But if you're only doing something because you think you'll get rewarded in heaven or punished in hell, that doesn't make you a good person. That makes you a sheep.
He doesn't claim to have all the answers. That's the point. He admits he doesn't know how the universe began, and neither do you. But instead of filling that gap with a supernatural explanation, he's content to say, I don't know yet. That's where science comes in. Curiosity, discovery, evidence.
You're so narrow-minded.
No.
You don't believe in anything.
Yes, I do.
Thought you were atheist.
Yeah, it doesn't mean I don't believe in anything, does it? It means I don't believe in any God.
How can you not believe in God?
Which one?
What do you mean?
Zeus? Greek God. Or Ra, or Ganesh.
No, not those ones. The real one in the Bible.
Yahweh.
Just God.
Well, you know how you don't believe in all those other gods I mentioned? That's how I don't believe in yours.
How can you not believe that someone created all this, though?
Why do you believe that someone created it all?
Because it's so good. Can't just be chance, can it? What, the Big Bang? Everything came from nothing? That's impossible.
You're right. God did it.
Right.
So, where did God come from?
He's always been around.
There you go.
If you're religious, Gervais might make you uncomfortable. Not because he's rude, though he's famously blunt, but because he holds a mirror up to your faith. And if you're not religious, he might feel like an ally in a world that often leans the other way. Either way, he forces you to engage. Not blindly follow, not automatically reject, but think. And that, more than anything, is what Ricky Gervais wants you to do. Has Ricky Gervais made you question your own beliefs? Or do you see things differently? Share your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoy content that challenges the way you think, don't forget to subscribe.